Hey everyone, Garen Flowers with Cinemark. In Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, an interpreter saves the life of a U.S. Army sergeant in Afghanistan. Then that soldier returns to the war zone to return the favor. I'm joined by the two stars, Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar Salim. Jake, talk about the friendship that's built between these two men facing these unbelievable odds.
It's an unlikely friendship, but and not one either of them wants. Honestly, I think that's what makes it so great. They are begrudgingly put together, and I think it maintains that begrudgedness the whole time. It's really, I think, the thing that makes the movie so fun to watch is just is really their reluctance in being friends and helping each other, but just their inability to not help each other.
I'm so intrigued by the word covenant for the title of the film. So Dar, what does that word mean to your character when it comes to the situation that they're in?
Well, that's the great thing. It has so many layers, this film. First and foremost, it's a big banger of an action movie that keeps you kind of engaged from start to end. But it has this big pumping heart, and in that heart is the relationship between these two men who have a depth to each other. Certainly, John has that to Ahmed, but it's just about doing the right thing, without doing it reluctantly, not talking about it, not showing it, but just doing it. And it's kind of a reminder that so much unite us, that most people actually just want to do the right thing. They just want to be able to raise their families and have the opportunities for their children that they didn't have themselves.
The covenant is a promise. It's the idea that no one is left behind, the idea that we help each other, that when helped, we help back. And it doesn't have to be done in a sort of grandiose way with all this sentimentality. It's just something you do and something you have to do. Something, like my character says in the movie, is a hook, and it's a hook that sometimes he says you cannot see, but it's there. And that is about repaying a debt. And that's what the covenant is to me.
Everything all right, John?
No, everything's not all right. There is a hook in me. Ahmed and his family are in trouble.
We can't intervene.
I'm gonna have to get him out myself.
What can this movie teach people about helping their fellow man, fellow person, Dar?
People want to do good. It's in us all. It's in us all as human beings. We just sometimes forget because we get busy and there's just so much noise. But that's when we're happiest, is when we repay our debt and when we do good for each other. Hopefully the movie, besides entertaining people and giving them a really good night out, forgetting their phone and all the noise around them, maybe also reminds you to do good for yourself, your family, and your community and people around you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is a wild ride. You want to check it out on the big screen. Go see it at Cinemark theaters. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com.
If you can give me the location, I can get him out of the country. It's too dangerous.
You've become very popular with the Taliban.